No, Reiko, we do not kidnap men from the village and bring them back to our abode in the mountains. That is not the way. They must come willingly. It doesn't matter if no one notices. You are a shrine maiden. A symbol of tranquility and honor and restraint. Not that kind of restraint, for the love of... Why is it always like this with you and the other girls? Always trying to wrap up some poor, unsuspecting human in your coils. Why can't you just, talk to him? Maybe? Just because you two made eye contact at the festival last month does not mean he is destined to be yours. That is not how it works. Well, of course your coils feel cold. It is that kind of weather, isn't it? Positively dreadful. I'll have to purchase some more warm blankets from the traders up north. Oh, you think having him wrapped up in your coils will keep you warm? Reiko, I cannot give you my blessing to kidnap that poor boy. The other girls in the village told me you've been stalking him. Worse, they are giggling and encouraging this kind of behavior. Slithering down into the village, pretending you're on some official errand I ordained. All the while snaking closer to him. I meant sneaking. Well, if it was a Freudian slip, it was unintentional. Now look, my friend. I will admit, I too know the pangs of loneliness. What it's like to slither in solitude. It's difficult. But our wiser judgments must rein in our brash impulses. The humans worship us. We have a duty to protect them. We cannot just pick any man we fancy from the village and drag him back to be forever wrapped up in our loving embrace. No, we cannot do that, tempting as it may be. Now, that being said, if you would like to bring your little mouse, as you call him, back to show him around the shrine grounds and the mountains, then you may certainly do that. But how you do it is important. He has to be willing. You must not... Yuki? What is it? Has something come up? No, Reiko and I were just talking. What is it? A visitor? This time of year? Must be a devoted worshipper. To brave the rain and walk all the way up the mountain just to seek my blessing? Of course I shall meet them. What? Why are you smiling, Yuki? What? Why are you and Reiko... What is that look supposed to mean? Why are you two laughing? Is there some kind of joke I'm missing out on? Excuse me? You think it's not my blessings this worshipper seeks? Well, why else would they come up here? Whatever. I will see to them, of course. Yuki, Reiko, come with me. As I was saying, Reiko, I won't dissuade you from bringing your lover up here as long as you don't... Well, yes, not hurting him is the bare minimum. I was going to say as long as you don't manipulate him. No, I will not define what manipulate means. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh, please, me getting possessive enough to hold a human hostage in my coils? Girls, I am too old for such games. I moved into this shrine decades ago, and in all that time, I've still never fallen for someone. There you go, giggling again. What is it with you snakes today? There. I see them. They've just dropped a coin into the pond. And now they're walking over to pray. It seems like a young man. Wait, have I seen him before? That face. His scent. I remember the spiritual essence, but it cannot be. Yes, Reiko. You can go kidnap your little mouse. I have to go see mine. Wait, what? No, don't do that. Ignore what I said. You can't just always do what you want. Excuse me, ladies. I have to meet my worshipper. What's taking you so long, What is it you're praying for in front of my statue? I can't hear your thoughts, you know? Maybe if you voiced them to me instead, I could give you what you yearn for. What is it you yearn for anyway? Good health, wealth, plentiful rain for the crops? Something lame like that? You're taking too long. If your request is too complicated or specific, it'll be harder to fulfill, you know? I guess you don't know. You're still kneeling in prayer. Now, if only you were kneeling in front of me and not my statue. No, perish the thought. What am I even saying? This is most unbecoming of me. But this is taking too long. I'm sorry, my dear, but you'll have to say the rest of your prayers to me directly. Well, well, to what do I owe the pleasure, little one? Oh, I did not mean to startle you. Of course not. It's quite all right now. It's just me. Really? Still calling me by that honorific? And what's with the kneeling? Come on now. That just won't do. I thought we were friends. Please get up, my sweet. You bow before no one. Yes. Most people don't expect me to just casually slither into their midst. Almost makes this statue here a bit redundant, but my shrine maiden insisted upon it. In any case, of course I had to see you. You came all this way to... you know, to seek my blessings, right? Right. Well, this might be breaking protocol, but I really don't care. Come here, you. What? I can't hug my favorite human? You smell of the autumn rain. And you are quite drenched, but you are still so warm. My precious little heat source. You can hug me back, you know? I don't care if it's inappropriate. It has been far too long since I've seen you, my dear friend. Yes, you came almost a year ago. I know you went off into the capital city for your studies and all, but you still made time to visit my shrine at least once a year. That's just like you, and I so did enjoy your visits, little one. You object to me calling you that. But my dear, you are so tiny compared to me. I could wrap you in my coils 12 times over, and that's not a bad thing. You're cute. You make me want to protect you and take care of you. I'm sorry, this isn't very dignified of a supposed dragon goddess, is it? I really never learned the part. I just can't put on airs and act all regal and refined, you know? If I see a human like you, well, I'm just going to slither right on up and say hi. You don't have to keep calling me your lady. I thought I told you my name. Could it be you've forgotten? How could you, my sweet? No, it's not Lady Amaya. Just Amaya is fine. We're friends, and yet, you humans and your silly traditions. But look at you. What a fine man you've grown into. I remember when you were just a little boy visiting this place for the very first time. So shy and yet so curious. You wouldn't let go of your mother's kimono. And you screamed and ran away in fright when you saw me for the first time. What was it you called me again? A snake dragon monster, that's right. Oh, but you did. You ran away. I only wanted to greet you. I was so shocked and wounded. Well, even if you only stumbled back a couple steps as you claim, you did still fall into the pond. And then thrashed about like you were drowning. You know it's not possible to drown in there, right? As they say, you live and you learn. And I couldn't bear to watch you thrashing about in panic. Poor thing. So of course I had to jump into the waters myself and rescue you. Oh, please, there's no need to be embarrassed. I look back at that memory with fondness. It feels like it was only yesterday, but it was years and years ago. You're an adult now. Why did you have to go and grow up, darling? Yes, not by choice. You humans age so quickly. There's just never enough time. Oh, but too much of this, please. How was life at the academy? You must have learnt lots of wonderful things. Met lots of cool monsters. No? Oh, darling, you can't be serious. You returned home with a degree, but no wife? Oh, that's not such a bad thing. Not at all, my dear. I'm sorry if I sounded surprised. I must ask you, though, why didn't you, pursue any romantic interests? You couldn't bring yourself to do that? Does that mean you were already in love with another maiden? It's one of my shrine maidens, isn't it? I feared this day may come. One of them managed to coil around your heart, huh? Very well. Well, I suppose if you are serious about it, then I can give you my 2 blessings. That's not it? Oh, thank goodness. I love my girls. They're all wonderful, but also, they are scheming maniacs. Unhinged, pushy, always plotting something nefarious. So, if it's not with one of those white snakes, then who is it you're smitten with? Darling? You You don't have to tell me if you're uncomfortable. I just hope it works out for you. What do you mean that's not possible? Well, why do you say that? She's a goddess. Come on now, I'm sure men all say that about the woman they love. She's a literal goddess. Well, they have been, they have been known to take mortals as their lovers too, so... Shall we talk more outside? The rains have slowed. Come then. Let's go near the lake. Well, yes, I do have control over the rain, but it's best to work with the forces of nature. It wouldn't be very natural if I suddenly made the rain stop just like that. Besides, I thought you liked the rain. So, this goddess you're in love with? What's she like? That sounds oddly specific. Who does she remind me of? Well, I'm sure she'd be flattered to hear how you describe her. It's nothing. Tell me, have you ever conveyed to her how you feel? You have? And what did she say after you told her? Nothing. Are you sure? Maybe you misinterpreted her hints. No? Then maybe you weren't direct enough. I don't get it. What's impossible? Why is it impossible? She couldn't possibly love you? Says who? My dear, I just wanted to go for a swim in the pond. The waters look so pure and blue. Yes, my scales will get wet. How sweet of you to worry, but I am a water dragon, darling. I feel right at home. The shrine grounds are quiet. Very dark due to the approaching twilight and rain clouds, but it's a gentle darkness. And the evening mist is already starting to spread. Look. Yes. So much of everything is already blanketed under a thin veneer of white. It all looks so mysterious, doesn't it? It's a bleak kind of beautiful. Romantic even, one might say. Oops, my tail must have sneaked around your leg while you were busy admiring the view. It does that sometimes. Hey, stop squirming. Hold still. I've got you. Shh, it's okay. You can't drown inside this pond, remember? The waters are deep. You can sink beneath its surface and keep falling, but you won't drown. You know how the story goes, don't you? The dragon deity in the hills. Your mother must have told it to you when you were a child. Everything that falls in eventually finds its way to me. Every coin you ever dropped an offering. Every quiet confession you whispered into the waters. They all found their way to me. As did you. You fell in all that time ago, and now here you are, trapped in my arms, and my coils. Trapped. I'm sorry. Am I holding you too close? Oh. Then this is all right, isn't it? You are so sweet. You always have been. Good boy. That got your body temperature to rise a bit. Noted for future use. Confused? I understand why you might be, but I can't let you go. I just got my precious little heat source back after so long. My coils have grown so cold and neglected. Yes. Yes, your goddess does require you to keep her company until her coils warm up. So you'll just have to stay here until then. Do you understand, little worshipper? A few hours? No. It'll take me much longer than that to steal all your body heat. I was thinking more along the lines of a few lifetimes. You have worshipped me well, haven't you? Before you left, you used to make the journey up here every few weeks to convey your gratitude for protecting your village, for blessing the rains. But it was more than that. I thought you must have fallen for one of my shrine maidens, but when you didn't wind up tied and gagged in any of their quarters, I was surprised. What could possibly have made you come up here so often? To spend so much time in my shrine, kneeling before my statue, performing every rite and ritual with such devotion. And then afterwards, lingering in the shadow of that old cypress tree, as if hoping to catch a glimpse of someone. It took me a while to notice how you didn't trip over your words or blush so often around the other girls. Only me. I really looked forward to your visits, you know? And every time you were gone for a while, I grew anxious. I wondered if you'd come back. The thought of not seeing you again, it made me feel empty inside. Nothing to hold, nothing to coil around. And your visits grew rarer and rarer because you were so far away. I convinced myself I'd be content as long as you found happiness, with whomever it was. But I only lied to myself. I was afraid of hoping. You have been a dutiful attendant, my dear. You have worshipped me well. But that's not enough anymore. I think it's time you worshipped me in a different way. You heard me. Yes, I won't let you go. I will hold you in my coils like this forever. Forever not letting you go. Yes, I really do love you. Yes, I will keep loving you forever. Darling, darling, your eyes are wet. It's just the rain, but definitely just the rain. Yeah, same for me. You know, somewhere beyond the mist, two snakes are very pleased with themselves right now. I can just feel them giggling and swooning. Nothing, it's not important. Can I ask you something? Anything. Well, I'm sorry if this feels too sudden, but will you marry me, my darling? Yes? Mm. You know what marriage means for my kind, right? I'm not talking about putting a ring on it and having a wedding. Well, we can do that afterwards too, but... Oh, there it is. You're blushing, my sweet. They told you about this at the academy, didn't they? Well, they weren't lying. We dragons of the rain, we consider ourselves married to someone else after we do that with them. Yes. Shall we take this to my private chambers, worshipper? Oh, don't be flustered. Your goddess has needs. You will tend to those needs, won't you? Good boy. Give me your arm. I'm never letting go of this hand. The rain does seem to be picking up a bit. I wonder who could be responsible for that. Oh, I think it's just fine too. After all, darling, you've always liked the rain, haven't you?